Very much indeed. Well, joining me now from Arlington, Virginia, is the Vice President for the conservative think tank, the Heritage Foundation, Charmaine Yoest. Thank you very much for coming on the program, Charmaine Yoest. If President Trump were to lose this election, in other words, if Biden gets to the magic 270, is he going to concede?
Well, hey, Matt, thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate your focus on this issue. And I think it's really important to emphasize that, of course, the president is going to follow the constitutionally laid out method for a peaceful transition of power in the United States. And I think I'm very glad to see that your reporter covered people who, she said, were joyful and having fun. We're having a lot of people who are assembling, which is a very important part of American politics, to make it known that it's important to them that every legal vote get counted. You've got beautiful pictures of people calmly gathering, prayer meetings. There's a lot of that going on, and I think it's important to emphasize that a lot of this is just very calm determination that our election proceed in the legal parameters that have been set out.
I totally agree, and I've been really struck by the calmness on the streets and at the polling stations. There's one person, though, who's not sounded very calm, and that's the president with his extraordinary tweets in capital letters. That's not helpful, is it, at this rather delicate stage of the process?
Well, listen, I was really struck today. The president's campaign put out a statement saying that not only was the president within his rights to insist that we have a legal counting of every legal vote, but it's his responsibility as the chief executive of our country to ensure that all Americans feel that this election has been adjudicated in a legal manner. That's all that we're talking about here, is making sure that the legal ballots are counted. And frankly, it's really important for our international friends and allies to understand that that's what's going on here, is that we are going to look at all of the questions and the allegations that are coming in from across the country. We need to look at those and to ensure that everyone has a confidence that the legal ballots have been counted.
Okay, looking ahead, no Republican has ever received as many votes as Donald Trump. He has 60 million or something followers on Twitter. He's already indicated, according to some sources, that he might run again in 4 years' time. He might be gone from that address behind me, but Trumpism, and indeed Trump himself, they're here to stay, aren't they?
Well, I think it's important to underscore that we're at 50-50 right now, and it still could go in the president's favor. And what's really, really interesting about these results is that Republicans gained in the House of Representatives. In our system of government, that's the people's house. So that's a very, very, despite the fact that the House didn't turn over, the fact that the Republicans and the conservatives gained strength in the House is a really important indicator. The fact that it looks like Mitch McConnell and the Republicans are going to hold the Senate, very important indicator. We do have deep divisions in our country today, but we are going to have a really vibrant discussion going forward because this division of power looks like it's going to continue.